Welcome back, everyone. This is Brandon over at Relax Trips. Joining me once again is my brother Matt down below. Matt, say hello.
Yeah, what's going on, people?
Hey, okay, and as most of you know, if you've been following this series, this is box number 10 of our 10 box Topps 2025 Knockout UFC rip. We're going to go ahead and open this one up, see what we get today. Then at the end, we're going to do a quick recap of this box. We're going to go through some of our best picks and really kind of tell our thoughts on opening 10 boxes. It's a pretty good amount to have a good feeling about. So without further ado, let's just go in and get right in and ripping this box. And we'll definitely be talking more about the rest of the Knockout series later on. And I hope you guys have enjoyed our Knockout so far. This is the first set we have open on the channel. Coming up in just a few short days, I mean, now it's getting down to hours of going to be our finest. And we will be opening that day one. And we're going to have quite a bit of that. Don't know how much we're going to open yet, but I'll tell you, it's going to be a good amount. I'm very excited for that.
Yeah, I'm so excited for Finest. It was my favorite set in 2024. So, and for what I've seen online, dude, 2025 looks amazing.
I'm excited for the Thoughts from the Boss coming back.
Yeah, for sure.
I can't tell which one's the thickest. Uh-oh. Well, we'll figure it out as we go. All right, guys.
Yeah, run it.
Yep. As you guys know, you probably if you haven't watched our videos, go back and watch them. But if you have watched, then you know we do start off with base. Every pack has a number card, and then we do have the sepias and autos. All right, we're gonna start off today with the Macy Barber on the base. Sharbrutin Magomedov, Bullet, although he's not the real Bullet. That's Valentina Shevchenko. RDR on the rookie. Next up, we are going to have 188, the Michael Morales. Big fight coming up for our boy Michael Morales. On the gold. No? Sean Brady has it?
Sean Brady got him.
All right.
For sure.
Let's see if it's going to be an auto or the black and white up next. It is going to be an auto. Is this a patch? This is a patch.
Yeah, small patch.
It is going to be a Marcus McGee rookie to 199 patch auto. Okay, looks like... Do we have two relics in this? Nope, it is going to be one of the weird things. We do have some texturing on the patch. Marcus McGee's the man. He's a cool dude. Probably not a huge card, but it's a fun card. Alright, next up, we're going to have our Poeton on the Knockout Artist. And Natalia Cristina da Silva, my current favorite up-and-coming rookie. She's not a rookie in this set, but she's my favorite up-and-comer on the Inception. That's my first Natalia Inception. So love that.
Yeah.
Marcus McGee.
That's been kind of the theme for Knockout for us so far.
Yeah, we missed a relic, and I did read today they are actually honoring that. So I need to make sure I reach out to Topps and get that extra relic sent to us. Danny
Luckily, we have
Barlow.
everything on video.
Yeah, exactly. We do have proof. All right, next up we're gonna have Danny Barlow on the base, Gene Matsumoto on the base, Joe Pfeiffer, and Umar Nurmagomedov coming off a big one himself. We should have, this is going to be a lower numbered. Is this going to be to 8? I think, maybe. And it is going to be Joe Pfeiffer to, 125 is going to be the true silver. It's so hard to tell, man, especially on these ways. Second Joe Pfeiffer for you. Tell me your quick thoughts.
I mean, obviously, I'm going to keep those.
Yeah.
100% mine.
So you have it to 125 and a green. All right, so next up we do have another auto. It looks like it's going to be one of the KO, so probably to 299 is my guess. 263 of 299 is going to be Frankie Edgar, one of the legends. Seems like we've been getting a lot of throwbacks lately. All right, we're going to put that next up. Oh, and a to 50 on the Knockout Artist of Charles Dubronx Oliveira. This is awesome.
That is awesome. Second big Charles card.
I know. One of the best Knockout Artists we've hit. We've hit a lot of the 50s, but this is definitely a really cool one. We got Zhang Wei Li on the Inception here. All right. Yeah, this is a knockout box.
It is.
We still have one more auto coming out. Would love to get another low number here. Love that Charles, though. Say out of all those, I don't know, that Marcus McGee has a relic, the relic auto. He did have relic autos in Midnight, but I like the dual patch.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, I'm kind of torn between that on the Midnight, you know, patches versus these. All right, pack number 3, we're going to have Kazama on the rookie, Diego Lopez, Daniel Marcus, and DDP. And next one should be our numbered or sepia. It is going to be a numbered red to 25. Let's get a big boy here. It's going to be Gabriel Bonfim to 25, which he is about to fight on the same card as his brother.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be interesting. Yeah, it is a big fight. So 5 of 25 on Bonfim, rookie. And we're going to have... It looks like our next auto, so it looks like our last one, maybe our sepia pack. So this is going to be Octagon Warriors. So there's some big fighters on this. And do we have any color? Looks like it might just be a to 99 or 199. It's going to be Manel Kopp to 299. All right, Manel Kopp, not having the strongest thing lately, but he's still the guy. Good little fighter. We have an Ultimate Fighter next with John Bones Jones. Our first John Jones Ultimate Fighter. And last up, Young Sung Park on the Inception. This is a cool Ultimate Fighter card.
Mm-hmm. It is. I've seen it numbered. Wish that one was numbered, but
I do too.
It's a cool card.
But you know what? We'll take what we get.
Mm-hmm. We have no choice now.
Yep. It's only our second Octagon Warriors we opened in all the boxes. We got a ton of the knockout or the KO autos, but only 2 of the Octagon Warriors. Our final pack of our final box of now. We may get more in the future. Don't know yet. We're gonna have on the base Magomed Ankalaev, Daniel Zellhuber on the rookie, Claudio Ribeiro, Joe Anderson Brito, and next is going to be our sepia, I'm going to guess. It is, and that is going to be Marab the Machine Dvashvili. Don't have him yet, so that's always nice. And we're going to have Hamzat Chimaev. All right, guys, we had a little audio and video problem. We're going to do a quick recap of the box we just opened, and then we're going to go over our final thoughts on 2025 UFC Topps. So as you can see here, we do have that Hamzat to 299. Not a bad little start. And then next up, we do have the Michael Morales, the Joe Pyfer, the Gabriel Bonfim to 25. Nice rookie there. The Frankie Edgar, and the Charles Oliveira, our best card of this box, to 50. And Manel Kopp auto to 299, and Marcus McGee on the Relic Auto rookie card. So what we're about to do now is I'm about to throw a bunch of cards up from all of our 10 box openings, and we're just kind of gonna go over what we like the most, the cards we like the most. Unfortunately, because our audio did get cut from this part, I'm gonna kind of just go along and tell you my own thoughts, Matt's thoughts. And, you know, we're not saying we won't open more Knockout in the future, but we are going to hold off and open some Finest coming up. Right now, we're putting out some of our favorite different types, the Relic Autos, the Throwback, I think it's 2012 on the Rose Namajunas, the All-In Relic on that Valentina Shevchenko, of course, the Collagograph on the Charles Oliveira. We do have that Joshua Van Relic card. And we do have the Gene Silva Fearless Fighters. We got a lot of Fearless Fighters and the Knockout autographs in this set. You know, it does... I have gone back and I've looked at some of the... how many you're supposed to get of different things. It seems like the Throwback and the Collagographs are not as rare as we had them come out. We do have the large patch, which I know is a little bit more rare than just a single autos. Like you have the the Josh Van there. But you know, my personal favorites, definitely the throwback. That Rose Namajunas is really cool, but I've seen other ones like the Sugar Show O'Malley. Really, they all come out pretty good. Of course, we do have the collagographs. My personal favorite, I do mention it whenever we're talking in it. I mention it whenever I opened it. I love the way they look. So, of course, with that RDR, that Relic Auto, I know that the pull rates on those are pretty slim, and those are cool. We did get a couple. And of course, my favorite just patch, even though that Marab is that color match, it is really cool, that big patch. I still personally prefer the all-in. It's just a cool little thing. I remember there's a Ronda Rousey 3-piece. We do have the Ultimate Fighter I pulled up with that Conor McGregor, and my personal favorite, the final face-off with a Max and the Volt. You know, there's a ton of different final face-offs, and they're all great. I think they did a really good job with that set. And once again, I'm showing off that the Marab. I'm kind of, once again, I'm pointing out my favorite patches. So, you know, pretty soon as we're going over it, I think Matt and myself both agree here that the collagographs, the throwbacks are great. We didn't really get any of those AKA inks. I know that those are pretty cool. But, you know, really what it comes down to is how do we rate this set at the end of the day? My personal rating, and Matt's with me on this, is out of 10 boxes, you know, you have a high ceiling and a low floor. You know, I would guess to say that you're going to get about 50 to 60% of your value back. And I think Relaxed Rips, we're going to go ahead and give 2025 Topps Knockout a 6 out of 10. And, you know, that's not a bad, but it's not the best. I really feel like Topps on this one could have done better with some of the stuff. Right here, you can see I pull up at midnight, rookie patch auto, Josh Van, and it has that crypto, and you know, they just seem to do a little better with Midnight. I was expecting them to kind of go along the same with Knockout this year. You know, Midnight was such a strong set, beautiful cards. I love the look of Knockout cards. I think that some of them look so great, but we do have some quality control issues. We do know some cards miss from packs, and overall, just because you're not going to get a ton of return, you're going to get that 50 to 60%. Relax Strips is going to give 2025 Topps Knockout once again a 6 out of 10. I can't wait to see you guys next time. Our next video will be us opening 2025 Topps UFC Finest. I will see you guys soon, and if you guys hit anything, please let us know. See you in the next one.